Hello, this is Jefferson Alders from givingisgood.org. Today we have Teresa Castaneda from Equal Heart, which is a local nonprofit that really kind of focuses on delivering food to families that need fresh food. They work in several different areas. They work in a few major cities in DFW Metroplex. They are kind of unique in the sense that they have a mobile food pantry. Now, there are a lot of food pantries, and there's a lot of food pantries that move food from one food bank to the next, but there's not a lot of mobile food pantries that are taking large quantities of food out to certain apartment complexes, impoverished areas that, and I'm going to use the term food desert. That's a lot of people are starting to come aware of the term food desert because there are areas where there's lots of fast food, and a lot of families don't necessarily have the funds to be able to go into the supermarket, buy good meat, proteins, good quality vegetables, because it's way more expensive than to walk into McDonald's and buy a quick meal or a fast food place. And it's also way more expensive than sometimes just buying a frozen pizza that costs $1.99, right? So food pantries and food banks are super important for all metro areas because there are a lot of families and children that suffer from lack of true nutrition, right? So what kinds of things is Equal Heart doing right now? Tell us a little bit about the areas that y'all serve, how long you've been in business. Tell us about Dr. Kevin Vicknair.
So Equal Heart was founded in 2014 by Dr. Kevin Vicknair. Her vision as well as her mission was to support people in times of adversity.
When Dr. Vicknair started Equal Heart, how long ago was it? What was her vision?
Her vision was really to start a mobile food pantry and to do a summer feeding program to feed all the needy kids in the community. Okay. So thanks to United Way ground floor in 2015, we were able to start our mobile food pantry. And then we did our summer feeding program as well.
What was Dr. Vicknair's major inspiration? Why did she want to start Equal Heart? Like, for a lot of people, there's something in their past or there was a catalyst to start this type of a nonprofit. What drove her to do that?
I think her passion just to help people, and she had been doing nonprofit previously, so she saw the need out there in the community, and we just wanted to make a change and make it mobile. There are a lot of food pantries around, so we just wanted to do mobile and get to those needed families out there in the community.
There's a lot of families that don't necessarily have good transportation to get to larger supermarkets and grocery stores where they can get good, healthy food, right?
So we wanted to go ahead and, cut that gap and bring food actually to the community.
Yeah. So give everybody an idea. How many families do y'all serve on a monthly basis? What's it like to get a bunch of food loaded onto a truck or a van and get it to those apartment complexes and those areas that you're delivering to? Because I know that's specifically something that you do. That's your major position, is helping the logistics, correct?
Yes. So we do about 14,000 plus families a year, and we have our American members that we do anywhere from 100 to 150 boxes a day. We currently serve 28 apartments. We actually go out to the apartments once a month. Okay. We do an average of 50 to 70 pound box per family that we provide.
How big of a box is a 50 to 70 pounds of food?
This is a big box that we use those banana boxes.
Okay. And is that vegetables and canned goods? What's in a box?
We do a lot of fresh produce. We focus on a lot of fresh produce, a lot of fruits and vegetables, and we do have some staple items that we add to our boxes. Okay. We do have a lot of donors, local produce companies that donate to us. And we also have a lot of stores such as Trader Joe's. Okay. We do have, we're a partner agency as well at the North Texas Food Bank. Okay. So we get a delivery from them once a week.
From what I understand, Trader Joe's is a big part of you guys. I mean, they donate a lot of fresh food that comes to y'all, which is delivered out to a bunch of families. So is that an ongoing thing? And are they just a major part of y'all's machine?
They are. We have actually weekly pickups that we do from them. Okay. Several days throughout the week that we pick up Trader Joe's. And all that fresh stuff that comes in goes directly into our boxes that same day, and then we distribute them out every day.
Oh, wow. So are y'all putting all the food and boxes onto box trucks? I mean, do y'all have volunteers that are helping deliver the food? How does it get moved?
So we're based on Miracle members. We currently have 6 in our warehouse, and then we're also based on volunteers. We have a lot of volunteers that volunteer throughout the year. Okay. A lot of our volunteers are through United Way, and then we just have individual volunteers that sign up online or that just come to our warehouse.
So being partnered with United Way gives you some flexibility, because having to deliver food to people, sometimes if you don't have enough, you can reach out to United Way and then they're providing people to come help.
Yes.
That's big.
Absolutely.
Because, when we talk to a lot of the nonprofits, they're getting volunteers that's the toughest part sometimes. Of course, getting money, right, is always needed, but getting volunteers to come help and move and get that food distributed to the appropriate families at the appropriate times, Do you see a lot of families, when you guys are dropping food off, are they happy when y'all are there?
You see their faces, their expressions when they get their box of food. We provide meat as well. We do dairy products. So just their look on their faces, how they're thankful to us all the time. It's just amazing to be able to make a difference in the community and be able to provide food and other things that they might need.
What about hygiene? Do y'all do hygiene stuff for them?
We occasionally do that whenever we get that donated. Yeah.
From what I understand, paper products is always a big need for food banks, because a lot of people will give canned goods, but you don't have a lot of companies that will donate paper products, feminine hygiene, toilet paper, all the things that people need lots of. And sometimes, in families, everybody needs all of those things. And there's a lot of companies that struggle with trying to get that stuff donated.
Yes.
Is that a need for y'all?
Yes, definitely a big need for us. Yes.
So if you're a company out there and you're looking to donate some things, maybe you have a couple of extra pallets of toilet paper, paper towels, Kleenex, paper plates, all those things. I'm assuming those are, as I hear other food pantries and food banks, it sounds like that's kind of a big issue and no one really realizes it. Right. You have a lot of people that'll load up boxes and drop them off at food banks of canned goods, but they don't very rarely get paper goods. Is that?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, cool. Tell us a little bit about your summer program and what goes on, because you've got all those kids, they're home from school, they're not being fed at the school level, which normally a lot of those kids throughout the year in those apartment complexes, in those areas, they're eating their main meals, breakfast and lunch, in the schools, and then sometimes they're not getting fully nourished at dinner because the families may not have enough money and they count on the schools to feed the kids. So what happens in the summer?
During the summer, we stay connected with our apartments year-round. So the same apartments that we serve our mobile food pantry, we actually feed the kids during the summer. So first, obviously we have to make sure the manager approves us to come out and feed the kids. And it is a 10-week program. We do hire AmeriCorps members to do enrichment activities with the kids. Okay. And so we provide breakfast and lunch. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, we do enrichment activities such as reading with the kids. We do play soccer. We do hula hoops, jump ropes, any game that we can come up with to play with the kids out there. And we also, 3 night away, we're able to bring a lot of companies to come out and do activities with them and bring little things for them as well.
From what I understand, whenever you guys are doing summer programs, a lot of these families, the mothers and the fathers, if they're single or if they're both working, these kids are sitting in an apartment, a small apartment, and they are roaming free, or they're kind of locked in an area where they don't get out until mom and dad get home, and y'all are providing a program that's trusted, that's been working, and y'all are putting on these programs in these apartment complexes where these kids are able to get out during the day, get exercise, do things, which is super important, and they're not, becoming latchkey kids. And that's for those children, that's happiness, that's healthiness, that provides so much.
Yes, and right before our summer program starts, we come up with a flyer letting the families know the dates, the whole times that we're going to be there throughout the whole summer for breakfast and lunch. And so when my members go out there throughout the summer, we do have a setup that we do. I mean, we set up tables, benches. There's a tent that we set up so that they'll feel welcome.
Get out of the heat.
Yes.
It is summer in Texas,
it is.
Right?
And so they'll feel like, they're part of the family, and they'll trust us to allow their kids to come out.
Yeah.
And so we see a lot of them come out in little groups. I mean, they'll be the friend bringing 6, 7 little kids with them.
One mom that gets to stay home, she'll have a group of kids that they all know and trust her, and then she's kind of in charge of that group of children so that somebody is there to watch over them.
Yes, or the big brother will come out with the kids, and we also do piñatas for them. And
cool.
and so we have volunteers that come to our warehouse throughout the year, and we make piñatas from scratch to be able to have piñata for the kids, yes.
So what kind of needs do y'all have as a mobile food pantry? What, like, when you wake up in the morning, you go, man, if I just had this, I could serve so many more children and families. Like, what's your wish list?
I think as far as, let's say, because it's almost Christmas, normally during Christmas, that month of December, we give out toys to the kids. Any kid that shows up at any of our mobile food pantry sites, we hand them a toy.
Cool.
We don't ask if the kid lives in the property, if they're just driving by. Yeah. Any kid that shows up, we give them a toy. And then during the summer, we try to give out school supplies to all the kids. Okay. And uniforms will be a great thing, and shoes. This year, we were able to give out backpacks and shoes to a lot of our kids.
Okay. And do y'all have people putting together kind of the school supply backpack kits so that y'all can, are people bringing everything to your donation site and then y'all putting together? Do y'all bring in volunteers?
Either will work.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay. I mean, if they want to bring the backpacks already, that will work. If they just want to donate in bulk, then that will work for us as well. Okay, cool. But yeah, we're just grateful to be able to take any kind of donation.
About how many, let's say, so right now you're serving about 28 different apartment complexes, right? In that, about how many families do you think y'all are helping to feed? Do you have an idea?
On average, I can say that per month, we're doing about 1,500 families, but those are duplicate families that we serve.
Yeah, every month you're feeding some families. They truly need help, yes. Right?
And that could be a family of 1 or a family of 10.
Right. So as it grows, are you going to be able to meet the needs as you start to identify more families? I mean, are you bringing on corporate sponsors to help? Are you looking for corporate sponsors?
We're always looking for donations such as hygiene, baby items, more food, anything that we can get donated, just because we know the need is out there, right. And we want to be able to provide more to our families.
Sounds like y'all donate and provide a lot more than just mobile food pantry. You know, I mean, you're doing backpacks and some summer activities and paper goods and anything y'all can kind of get. Y'all see the family's needs and you're trying to meet the family's needs.
We do, and I mean, if there's a family that just moved into their apartment and there's a need as we're out there, providing boxes of food, then I mean, we work with that family individually. We might help that family furnish their apartment, or we might help that family with hygiene, or just whatever the need is. I mean, there's a lot of families that we serve and they're going, through a surgery, they're disabled. So we have the connections to be able to provide them with a wheelchair or with dependable diapers, just whatever the needs out there. We try to find a donor, find the help to be able to provide to that family.
So when Dr. Kevin McNair put this together, her main focus was to go and meet the needs of anybody she could really find, sounds like.
Yes.
Help them first with food, because food's important. Yes. It's meeting true basic needs, helping people at the most basic level, right? And then from there, you kind of build on it. Do people come to y'all for, hey, can you help me with blah, just a bunch of different things at some point? And do y'all try to help them in a different level or get them to other organizations that you're partner with?
Yes, just every case is a little different. So based on the need, that's what we do. For example, I had a regional manager reach out to me last week. Some apartments burned down. And so there was 8 families that were very affected. And so they moved them into a different property and they didn't have anything. So Equal Heart came in and we're providing food to them for a couple of weeks till they're able to reestablish their place where they're going to move into in their lives. And so then that's where we ask for hygiene or just to be able to help those families that really have a need at that time. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, what just happened, the tornado that just hit that Bachman Lake area. So we're out there helping in the schools. We're providing food to all the families. In fact, this Saturday we will be there handing out boxes of food to the families that were affected. And we have done that in the past. Yeah. So, I mean, wherever there's a need of food, we're there.
Yeah. And then the toys and the other parts of it, that just comes alongside. As people donate things, y'all are able to distribute it. Yes. Because sounds like you have a pretty big database of families that you're providing to and helping.
Yes, and we do. I mean, when we go out to the apartments, there is an intake process that we do with these families. Okay. Just basic information, just to keep track of who they are, how many people live in the household. And then we actually track their phone number. That's how they know the following month what day we will be there, because we do send out a message that morning that we will be there at a certain time.
So after y'all, let's say a family wants to bring some stuff and donate it to Equal Heart, is there ever an opportunity for them to be a part of the equation? For them to, let's say they want to donate a bicycle. We'll use that as an example. What if they bring it to you guys? Is there ever a time where y'all go and maybe deliver, Christmas gifts or bicycles in the spring or anything like that where family could go along? Because the concept of taking a family, or a family wants to take their children and go be a part of giving something to someone and helping the children understand how powerful that is, and for them to learn, hey, giving is a part of life and it's a very important part of life, right?
Yes,
do y'all ever do that?
Absolutely. If at any point if they want to adopt any family, we can identify a family via our mobile food pantry, and they can meet the family directly and give them the gifts directly to the family. Or they're welcome to come out to our mobile food pantry or to our summer site and interact with the kids or meet the families and hand out boxes of food to the families as well. Yes.
So though you have the opportunity for people to come get involved and be a part of the giving away. It's not just you guys driving around in box trucks handing out food. I mean, y'all have the ability for other people to come and help and get involved and bring their families to, because that they can build relationships, because y'all have a database of families that you give to every month.
Yes. So those are the same families in the same apartments that we go to once a month. Yeah. So absolutely. If we identify a family that has a true need of clothes, toys for their kids for the holidays, school supplies, just whatever need they have, and there's a donor that wants to adopt the family, we will love that.
Oh, that's
Yes.
there are probably some families out there that love the thought process and concept of taking their children, getting them involved, and maybe adopting a family and helping them through life struggles. There are some families that have been through these struggles and they get to the other side of it and they go, I really wish I could go help other people, right? Because I've been there, and when they can go and show their children, hey, let's go help another family. We had somebody help us, now let's go help somebody else. That means something, right?
Or they can just bring toys around the holidays, go directly to our apartment sites, and hand them out to the kids.
Okay. I think if we could probably ask people to, obviously money always helps. That's always the biggest driver to help all of 501c3s and nonprofits do what they do. It's a company. It takes money to run a company. You're just not making any profit. Okay. And you take in money and you give money back out, whether it's in goods or services. But Equal Heart is meeting very basic services, and they're taking care of a lot of families. If you would like to get involved with Dr. Kevin McNair and with Teresa and what they do, they would love to have people come and help and assemble food and put it in the boxes. And if you would like to give money, they could use money. If you would like to help deliver, if you would like to help with some of the summer services and be a part of bringing some happiness to some kids that may not get to do a lot, and if you've got toys and things that could be dropped off, it sounds like they could use all kinds of stuff, which makes it real simple for somebody that's watching and hears about you guys and goes, okay, look, I've got a bunch of, I could just go to Walmart, buy some toys, drop it off, and know that it's going to some kids that could really use it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Well, hey, we truly appreciate you coming by. Love what you do. Keep doing it, because those families need you, and there will be some people hopefully that find you through us, and they'll come directly to you. The links to their website and to their Facebook page will all be on our site so that y'all can see and get in touch with them direct. Money doesn't flow through us. You just find them through us. You get to see Her Heart on film and see what they are doing. And then from there, you can go and get involved. So we thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. And I feel a little honored that you came and spent some time. You could be out feeding families. Instead, you're sitting here talking to me. So you probably got more important things to do. So thank you. Oh, we appreciate it.